Does Shockwave tug his Johnson to some logic?
Hey, does he even have a Johnson? Do we know? Do we know, Chad? Do we know? Oh God, Jobby. Jobby, bro. Yo, if he's throwing up the Venom symbiote again, I just have no choice but to turn the video off, bro. I can't. I can't. But this is a bold forms Gladius, not Megatron Transformers review. Gladius.
Hey, my name is Jobby, and today we're taking a look at the bold forms Gladius.
Wait, look at the worst QC of all time. Oh, Gladius, the dark. What is this? 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 Off-brand Megatron wants to be part of the team, bro.
And this guy. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say this has to be the worst experience I've had playing with a toy.
Oh, the Unicron soundtrack though. Bro, the music hard carried that movie, dude. It was so good.
Professional toy reviewer, I have to do my due diligence and be as objective as possible. Fuck you. Seriously speaking, though, the idea of a triple-changing Megatron sounds like the best thing ever. And for what I can tell, this figure was designed and produced by one guy and his bottle of Guinness. That explains a lot. I'll try my best not to bash on the actual guy who created this figure, because I don't doubt...
Oh my
that he's an
God, that's
incredibly
awful.
hardworking and passionate individual. However, passion and good work ethic could only get you so far. The actual fruits of your labor have to be ripe and firm. But this fruit seems to have been left out to rot. Jesus, I live with pigs. With all that being said, the sculpting on this figure is not that bad. There's nothing much that can be said that's been said already. It's G1 Megatron through and through. Just with added treads to signify that he transforms into a tank and... God... I don't look forward to that at all. That kibble is ugly as all hell, but the best Megatron toy ever has the same issue, so...
Oh yeah, heads up chat, I will be closing the channel in like 20 minutes. I should just be like 9 o'clock on a dot, so like 17 minutes, but yeah, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 1200 seconds from now.
Oh, I can let it slide. The mechanical detail is also pretty good, but the chest is a little too broad for my taste. But that's only because I like MP36 so goddamn much. As its own thing, this doesn't look bad at all. Now, you notice how I didn't comment on the painting a few seconds back? The sculpting on this figure is not that bad. Well, that's because there's barely any painting here. In fact, nothing is painted here, except the face, which looks good, I guess. Now about the lack of paint. Okay. Yes, the lack of paint does make the figure look cheap, but I actually prefer when a Transformer figure doesn't have too many painted parts. On a lot of figures, the lack of paint encourages you to actually play with the toy since you don't have to worry about paint chipping. I can't even say that about my baby. This guy gets a new paint chip every time I...
Oh, Megatron looks so happy. Look at D16 over here. He looks so happy, dude. Look at her bucket head. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Breathe on him wrong. So the lack of paint should encourage us to play with this figure. But, and this has got to be the biggest but that's ever come out of my mouth. This figure is not solid at all. It's bad. Give up. The chest keeps falling apart. Skirts are loose. Shoulder pads are floppy. That cable doesn't want to snap in. The cannon
backshot's crazy.
It's floppy. The waist can go to hell. The skirts can go to hell. The pelvis can go to hell. The feet can go to hell. This figure can go to hell. But at least he's got ratchet joints. Believe it or not, it's actually a selling point of the figure that it has strong joints. And admittedly, yes, the joints are pretty tight. But just look at the disaster before you. Do you really think I give a shit about strong joints at this point? I can't even call this thing a proper figure. It's more like a plastic explosion. I need a goddamn bottle of Guinness. And to top off this catastrophic crescendo...
Oh my God.
The figure's tiny feet could barely support his weight. So just like any good Megatron figure, you get a ton of accessories. If you could manage to remove his face, you could replace it with a laughing face. You even get 2 of them. Oh, that's good. But this shit-eating grin does not have anything on this shit-eating grin. I hate it. Not because it's bad, because it's not. It just makes the figure look like it's proud to be what it is, as if it's completely oblivious to the fact that it's complete and utter trash. You also get a sword, plugs into here, and that doesn't look too bad, actually.
Oh shit.
An unpainted matrix of leadership, for fuck's sake. And the accessories just become a mass of cheap, black plastic. I'm used to Megatron coming with a few extra parts. It's usually a stock and a silencer, and those combine to form a battle stand, yippee. But this, not only do you get a stock and a silencer, but there's parts within parts, and at some point, I just can't be fucked to keep track of all of it. Here's the battle stand, though. Yippee. Now, this is just the pre-release copy. The final release of the figure is supposed to come with even more accessories, like a mace and effect parts. But you probably don't care at this point because you won't be buying it. But throughout all of this, I actually managed to get the hang of it. At least enough to pose it without losing my goddamn mind. Ball joint at the head, can look up and down. Rotation at the shoulder. This part can move up and down. Forward and backward move.
Chat, so are y'all copying the bootleg Megatron figure? Gladius, whatever his name is. You know what's crazy? Dia still owes me that one Megatron figurine that we talked about like a year ago from now. Where's she at? That thing was like $200. Where my money at? Where's my product at, Dia?
The shoulder pad could arm moves out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, elbow swivel, wrist swivel, and the fingers are on individual hinge joints. Obvious joke. Waist swivel is on a ratchet joint, but it doesn't matter at all. Front skirt moves up, allows for a high kick. You can move back that far. Side skirts move out and don't snap in. But to give the devil his due, this thing does have a beautiful spread.
Oh, the man spread, it was crazy.
Thigh swivel, bend at the knee. Actually, this is the actual bend at the knee. Out of all the joints here, this is actually too tight. Hinge joint here, and a ball joint that allows for a seemingly decent pivot. But the pivot doesn't really do much to... Surprisingly, this figure actually has a good amount of articulation. It's a shame that
that zesty sword stance.
no one's gonna want to pose this figure. Let's do some size comparisons. Here's Figma Modic Academy, SH Monsterarts Godzilla, Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and the MP36 Masterpiece Megatron.
The
when
superior
I see these figures together, I can't help but ask myself, why does this even exist? I'm all up for more Megatron toys, official or third party. But if you're not even gonna try to top this figure, or at the very least learn from it, what the fuck? And now we come to the part that I really don't want to do. Good God, this transformation. I understand if you want to skip the mess that awaits you, but just keep in mind, I actually went through the trouble of transforming this thing on camera. Purely because I love what I do and I needed to get this video over 10 minutes.
Sheesh, look at them robo glutes. You never been a Sonic fan in person? I have. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They're pretty chill. he's like I think he just turned like 31. But he's a cool dude. I fuck with him heavy. I will say this, I love the music that he uses for the transformation phases. It's so calming, man. But this just looks...
I prefer the real N-word Tron.
He's just like me for real. Yeah, this just looks so jank, dude. Ah! El Gladius, bruh. El Gladius. Like, what even is that? Dude, that's just it's just too much, man. Looks so unstable.
here we have the gun mode. And you know what? It's pretty good. Now that we don't have to be concerned about our
Like the final product. You know, the final gun mode looks okay, but
Gladius sounds like his nickname would be whatever you'd consider the opposite of N-word Tron to be.
well, I guess in some continuities, Megatron was a gladiator after all, so I guess that's where they got the name from. But the barrel does look wrong. It does. It does. I'm trying not to look at it though. I'm just trying to look at like the main body, not including the barrel, but like the main, everything. It's like it looks okay, like a 6 out of 10. But it's just, I just don't know. This is not it.
But can I stick my die in it?
Oh no, nah, bro. Nah, bro.
The figure actually works.
A 6? No, you're not gonna make me say it. You're not gonna make me say it. You're not gonna make me say it. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Very well as a static
Nice try.
object. No loose floppy bits. Everything fits
Nice
together
try.
really
You tried it.
nicely. It's solid. The actual look of the gun is pretty neat too. It's not the classic Walther P38. It looks a little more modern than that. I guess it's a P99. But a big negative about this mode is that you can't really remove the stock in the silencer. Well, I mean, you can remove the silencer, but that just doesn't look
It
right.
just-
The stock, however, is attached to the figure permanently, unless there's some way to remove it that I don't care about. And let's be honest here, this is a lame excuse for a stock. But you do have the option to dig into this pile of cheap black plastic to assemble a more traditional looking stock. It's not worth it. And while it doesn't bother me personally, the trigger on this thing is not even spring loaded. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's the worst thing about this figure. So the permanent attachments on the gun make this thing stupid long. In other words, size comparisons. Godzilla Prime and Megatron. And yes, I actually went through the trouble of transforming this thing. Check out that review to see how convoluted that was. But honestly,
An actual Megatron figurine.
that was nothing compared to this unadulterated hell. The actual transformation from robot mode to gun mode for this guy, not fun at all. Give up. And the soul-crushing experience of the transformation far outweighs the positives of the gun mode. But even that was nothing. Nothing compared to getting this guy into the tank mode.
Oh,
And just to make
God.
things slightly easier for
Oh,
myself, I'm
no.
gonna half transform this guy back into robot mode. Spoilers? It won't make the pain go away.
It just looks so bad. Oh my god!
We boot a see dat tankacy.
You want to see that tankussy? I think we're about to, whether we want to or not. I got years taken off my life, dude. It's so bad. Look, honestly, I'm not that much of a figure guy myself, but even I know it's not supposed to be this infuriating. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell he was so pissed off trying to transform this thing into the gun modes and stuff.
Fuck this thing so bad.
Oh my god, oh my god.
And here we have the tank mode. It's fine, doesn't look bad at all, but it's definitely not worth the garbage I just went through. Did you see that shit? It's a convincing enough tank. The back is a bit of a mess, but I don't care. The cannons could even move up and down. They could extend. The turret can't rotate at all, but this thing sure can. And that moves up and down. The treads are not functional, but at least this mo fits together real nicely, right?
Oh god. Oh god. What? touched the toilet water. He touched the toilet water. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bro is raw dogging those noodles.
Oh my god. I'm surprised he didn't pee on it, to be honest.
Size comparison. Overall, this figure is. I don't like this figure, and I'm sad about it. The idea of one guy designing and producing a triple third-party Megatron
Don't give him
is so
ideas, is he?
I'm trying not to.
admirable, and I appreciate that he went through all the trouble, but I don't appreciate the end result. However, I believe that this shouldn't be the end of the career of Bold Forms. The cool design of the figure and the actually solid gun mode proves that this one-man production line has the potential talent to design something better. But just remember, looks could only get you so far. If the figure doesn't feel good, then no one will want it. So if you're feeling extremely charitable, why don't you support this guy at the Big Bad Toy Store? For all of the figure's many faults, at least the price of admission.
This was 130. What?
Was Gladius yorking it?
He might have been. This was how expensive? Over $100? Bro, if I unknowingly purchased this and spent this amount of money just to get that figure, I would be so pissed. I would actually legitimately be so angry, dude. Oh my god. I get it. Oh, Bocce has. I said Bocce. Oh my god. Jobby has a cat. That's real. Listen, my bad, Bocce, my bad.
The thoughts of spending that much money on Gladius was fingering his mind.
Fingering his mind is such an insane way to just say that, dude. Absolutely insane. He has like 6 cats. I didn't know that. This figure was so bad that a cat was concerned for herself. Yeah. Speaking of Bocce, looks like I have no other option except to break free from the outcome of those memories.